It's time for a quick time update of the Douglas County Board of Commissioners meeting. That was on August 17th. With me is Douglas County Manager Larry Werner. I'm Lloyd Higuera. And Larry, Commissioners heard a presentation on a new Douglas County financial transparency website. And the website will allow Douglas County residents to go to that site and review the county's financial information. And is this up and running now?
It is. It went live Monday morning. Essentially, anybody that can actually access our website, which is douglascountynv.gov, will find a portal there that says transparency, and if you click that, it will bring you to a link that opens up. OpenGov is what the site is called, and it contains our budget information that can be sorted by department, by revenues, by expenses, by category of expenses. And it contains the historic information from the fiscal year 2012 up to the current fiscal year. It's pretty handy if you wanted to go in and see, for example, how much money is spent on travel throughout the county. You can select down to that level, look at either by department or county overall, but you can really wind your way through it and get just about any piece of information out of the budget that a person would want. I actually find myself finding it very easy to use as well. If I want to double check on something, I can go there very quickly and dive right into a department and a line item and figure out what we've got budgeted and what we've spent and that sort of thing.
Very good. And you don't have to be an accountant or whatever to access and get into this?
No, it's pretty straightforward. It'll take you right to it. It's a little tricky on how it's laid out, but it gives you the ability to access frequently asked questions, to access a help screen, to kind of help walk you through it. But you can click on predetermined reports, or you can click into the information itself. Like I say, pretty simple to use once you kind of get the hang of it. And if there are any questions, there's a contact list there that the person can email to and say, hey, I'm having trouble getting this or that and whatever, and we can help resolve that problem too. So.
Okay, well, it really does give Douglas County real transparency in the budget, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah. It does. Yeah, like I had mentioned when we started this, that I was asking to get our monthly performance reports on our website, and the only way we were looking at, as had been done in the past with different jurisdictions, is to copy our monthly report, which is about 537 pages, and then put that on as a PDF, and that just simply didn't seem very practical. And then there was no way to update it and keep it current. Under this program, it actually goes out on a weekly basis, extracts the data from our financial accounting system, and brings it into this system.
Very good. So it's updated weekly.
It is.
Oh, very good. Okay, so that's one to check out on the county's website. Commissioners at their meeting also voted to approve awarding a contract for the construction of the Martin Slough Trailhead at a cost of $195,283. And of course, the trail still is under construction, or we're crossing our fingers it'll
exactly.
be there someday. But the trailhead is going to be there.
The trailhead will be there, right? Yeah, and the situation the entire Martin Slough Trail was identified in 2011 and 12, 13, somewhere in that range, and through a grant program that's administered by the Department of Transportation for Nevada, we'd actually received a grant in 2015 for the trailhead portion, mainly because it was on property that the county already had. The trail portion is still in process because there are some right-of-ways that need to be acquired, and we have to go through the state's process. NDOT itself will actually do the evaluation, set the value, negotiate with the property owners to get the trail itself, and they've not been able to get to it just because of the pressures on the USA Parkway, Interstate 11, all the stuff down in Clark County. So we're on the list, but we haven't quite made the top yet. And once that happens, then we can kind of tie the trail into the trailhead.
Right. Okay, very good. But the trailhead will be constructed when? This year?
Lloyd, that's a good question. I don't know. It may be that we can do parts of it this year. It depends on how much time we have now before we hit inclement weather, or it may be early next spring.
Yeah, we're running out of good weather, that's for sure.
We are,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, one more here. Commissioners approved a reorganization of the Public Works buildings, fleet, vehicle maintenance, and roads divisions at a savings of around $50,000.
Right, and this is kind of an unfortunate result of the untimely death of Chris Oakton, who was our supervisor for these divisions, and he had gotten killed earlier in a car wreck this year. So instead of just filling his position, Public Works decided to take a look at the organization, see if there's maybe a better way to be a little more efficient, to try to look at trying to get more actual workers on the ground and maybe not so many managers kind of thing. So they did take a look at it. We are able to add an additional body that actually is in the mechanic shop, and all of that, it would still get a savings of about $50,000 a year.
That's very good. Well, Larry, I want to thank you for the information shared here on the QuickTime Update. Our County Manager, Larry Werner. I'm Lloyd Higuera for the QuickTime Update.